Folks, I'm sorry you have to hear this, but, I just have the most beautiful... Well, yeah, that. I just have the most beautiful, monologue, rant, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it was so beautiful, passionate, from the soul, and we weren't even recording. And I realized after 5 minutes we weren't even recording. And so now you guys are just going to have to wonder what all this was about, It was just so good. Yes.
Sorry, I just wanted to dramatically lean forward. I thought that'd be kind of a cool effect to do. While, you can hear the chair squeaking. That's always one of my favorite things in movies, when the character's always just
Just leave your imprint on
by
the
God. Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie and Kyle. How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. How you?
Doing great. It's a Thursday night. We're almost at the end of July, Kyle. Tomorrow's the last day of July.
There you go.
You know what they say. We're getting into the dog days of August pretty soon. Yeah. And then fall, and then winter, and basically it will just repeat itself. Everything will just repeat itself.
Yeah.
That's how calendars work and time works. And
lots of dogs. Yeah. That's what they call
days,
the dog days.
Lots of days. Don't forget about the days.
Yeah, mostly excited about the dogs. I just want to see lots of dogs.
Yes.
I don't know.
But you can see lots of dogs any time of year. It doesn't have to be in August.
That's true.
Just saying. Anyway, we're back with another episode, and very excited to have our two sponsors, Zyman Organizing and Wes Woodson, with us as always. So thank you to both of them. So if you watched our last episode a couple weeks back, you'll know that Kyle and I took a little trip this weekend on our favorite rocket ship. No, just kidding. No rocket ships were involved. We went down to good old Cape Cod, our annual pilgrimage down to the land of the free and the home of the brave. Well, I mean, that's just America in general. But Cape Cod,
of the beach, home of the horseshoe crabs? I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Makes his home of the rotaries. I don't know. Home of the bridges.
The rotaries.
Yeah, home of the bridges. I don't know. I mean,
yes. The bridges.
Shout out Sagamore Bridge. But yeah, so we made our annual trip down to Cape Cod land this past weekend, and we had a really good time, Kyle. It was a really fun trip, and we did a lot. When I say, after both days, we kind of looked at each other like, holy cow, those days, flew by, because we were just, in a sense, going, just doing things.
Yeah, but it was kind of strange. This time, I feel like you're right, we did a lot of things. It's not like we really, stopped
fun
too much.
Fun things.
They were great. But it felt relaxing and busy at the same time. It's hard to explain. It's you have to kind of
we didn't really have a lot of downtime, quote unquote. Maybe Saturday night, and even at various points throughout Saturday and Sunday, we would sort of have a little chill time. But for the most part, we were going out and doing For the most part, we were going out and doing things, which was really fun. I mean, there's just so many activities to choose from, and it's funny because we were originally going to film the episode down on the Cape like we've done in the past, but this time we decided to sort of wait a little bit and do the episode, back on the mainland, so to speak, just because we wanted to really be able to include everything we did both days in our sort of review. So I guess we'll sort of start in the beginning, so to speak, with Saturday, and I'll sort of run through a list of sort of what we did on Saturdays, and we'll just kind of, recap what we did. But yeah, we obviously got down to the Cape, had a great brunch for lunch. This place, I'm having a really hard time remembering the name. of it, the place we went on
Oh,
Saturday.
the Daily Paper.
Yeah, thank you. Daily Paper. For some reason, I can never keep the name of it in my head. But, yeah, shout out the Daily Paper. Amazing food. I had the lobster Benedict, which I really like. I don't think I've ever, if at all, like, rarely had a lobster Benedict. It was so good. Like, I mean, it was the lobster tasted like you would, like, expect, like, you know, like lobster meat to taste. Like, it was sort of a little bit of a buttery taste to it and stuff like that. And obviously then you get the eggs and the hollandaise sauce. It was just so good. Like, yeah, it was just so good.
I might get that next time, actually. That dish did look really good. I was like, ooh, because that's the nice thing about the Cape is when you go, like, have breakfast or lunch, like, there's so many good seafood options. Yes. So it's like, you know, you're down the Cape. It's like you're going to Maine or you know, like, other seaside towns.
If you're going to the Cape or, like, to Maine, you've got to get, like, true, like, seafood, like lobster or crab cakes, like stuff. Like, you gotta go for it, you know, because this is, around here, not to sound totally egotistical, but around here, I mean, it's some of the best seafood in the world, you know, at the end of the day. So, but yeah, we had a great, like I said, great brunch at the Daily Paper, right? Yeah, Daily Paper, right?
Yeah, and I had a really great, so they had a bunch of different breakfast sandwiches there too. So they have a really solid lunch and breakfast menu, mind you. But I had a really good. It was like essentially a breakfast sandwich, but instead of, like, you know, the normal meats, you'd have, like, if you do like a sausage, egg, and cheese or bacon, egg, and cheese, stuff like that. So they replaced the meat with crab cake.
Yeah,
so freaking good. It was like nice and like. Oof, it was like a nice breaded crab cake. It had really great flavor. And just like, oh my god, I was in heaven. It was like a nice, like, sweet roll. Oh my god, like one of the and they even had like avocado in the sandwich. Ooh, my mouth is literally watering, and I just ate the big dinner, and I'm like, how is this happening? That's how good it is. It can transcend your fullness.
No, it was really good. And then of course we had to go get, you know, 4 Seas ice cream. Whenever you're down the Cape, I'm sure I've mentioned this every single
you have to.
Cape episode we've ever done. If you were on Cape Cod, you must go get 4 Seas ice cream. Yeah. I mean, it is just, it is the best. I mean, it is the best ice cream on the Cape, bar none. Sorry, all those other Cape Cod ice cream places, but 4 Seas is just like, there's so much history to it. It's just so good.
It just hits right when it hits when
you hit the spot.
Oh, it's so good. And you know, there's, like, obviously the Cape is a home to plenty of other great ice cream spots.
Of course.
I haven't explored a whole lot of them, though, unfortunately.
I can't say that already. Yeah. No, honestly.
I mean, Cape Cod Creamery is good, I will say.
No, I think 4
Seasons.
I think over the last at least like 20 years, I think 99% of my Cape Cod ice cream has been 4 Seas.
Yep.
Because we always go there when we go down, so it's kind of our spot, so to speak. But yeah,
and I know you guys are looking at me like, oh, there's this place. I'm like, okay, fine. I will try those other places. I promise you, I will try them.
Yeah, leave your in the comments, folks. Leave your Cape Cod ice cream, even just Cape Cod food, like, thoughts in general, like, or recommendations in general. Yeah. We would love to hear, like, maybe in future years go to some new spots, you know.
Yeah, we'll take any recommendations. We like trying new spots too. So, like, anything you guys have, just throw it on there, you know. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, you know, following brunch and 4 Seas, we then hit up. Random lines are appearing on the screen. That's awkward.
We're filming from our phone, so
no, I know.
You're always going to see, like, random, like, anyways.
You guys don't see it, but we do.
Yes.
Then we did something that we've also done during past Cape trips, and that was walk the lovely Cape Cod Rail Trail. If you've never walked the Cape Cod Rail Trail, folks, you should. It really extends from, like, pretty much, I think, like, one end of the Cape, not one end of the Cape to the other, but pretty much extends, like, a wide array of Cape Cod, like, if you go, like, the full distance of it. And it's always, we've done it the last few years now, like, anytime we've gone down there, and it really is a fun trail to walk, you know, no matter what section. We sort of walked the some of the Yarmouth section this time, but no matter where you walk on it, it's just a really good take. A lot of scenery, a lot of golf courses for some reason, but anyway, a lot of scenery and stuff like that, and we always really enjoy it.
Yeah, because this time, one of the coolest aspects of it. So yeah, we did end up walking by this like really huge golf course area.
Yes.
But we also kind of walked by even like we were at the very edge of the golf course too, and we found this really cool kind of like it was like a set of railings, like a newly built wooden sort of like a bridge. They clearly
were doing work like on the outside of the rail trail there, so
yeah, and it's cool because like you can hit up a lot of different parks that way. You can hit up like it is like and yeah, essentially it's like the Minuteman trail is to like the North Shore. Like you can just
or the Cochituate Rail Trail if you're here in the Wellesley, Natick, Framingham area. And it's great, obviously, for walking and running, but it's also great for biking. As well. I know Kyle and our buddy Jerome, who you guys have seen, like, have biked like different parts of the rail trail, even much further than we've ever done walking it. So it's great for all different forms of like sort of exercise. Biking, walking, or running.
Yeah, and actually, as one of my friends actually put it from work, he actually brought up a great point. One of the nice things about the Cape Cod Rail Trail is, unlike some of the other trails, like the Minuteman Trail especially, which can get a bit crowded, sure. Cape Cod Rail Trail isn't actually horribly crowded.
Yeah, I mean, yes, obviously, like we would see a person here, a person there, but for the most part, like there were a lot of stretches where it was just the two of us just kind of walking along and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's pretty quiet.
It's not like like the Minuteman Trail or even the Cochituate Rail Trail to a certain extent where you have to sort of contend with definitely some amount of people, some people traffic going down in various capacities. But it's always just a good take and
so good.
Another place I would highly recommend. And then following that, we hit up, obviously, a pastime of summers down in the Cape. I'm talking, of course, about the Cape Cod Baseball League. This year, we decided to, speaking of Yarmouth, since we were like 5 minutes from the field, we decided to hit up the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox versus Brewster Whitecap game that was going on over at Yarmouth Dennis. And it was a great take. I mean, you really can't go wrong with a Cape Cod Baseball League game, no matter what town field you are at. But yeah, YD was a great experience and a great take, and a great crowd, just great everything. And I'm curious to see Kyle's review in particular about one particular food item that he had at that particular game that YD is actually known for. It's actually like made for
we'll get
national
to that,
news.
Don't you worry.
So, but yeah, Kyle, your thoughts on the YD game and all that surrounded it?
No, it was great. It was a like you said, it was a really great game. They're a really solid team. And I mean, both teams were really good. Both teams played really well, I thought. It was just like I always love that field. I think they have it's just a great, like, really, really nice place to watch a game. And yeah, it's definitely a high school field, but I think the whole campus area is beautiful. It's like you could definitely tell it's a Cape Cod-esque kind of area, a Cape Cod's, high school. But yeah, so onto the food. I ended up trying this incredible concoction they have there. So I forget the exact donut spot. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but there is a local donut spot in Yarmouth, I believe. I think it's called like Captain Point or something. I could be completely wrong. You please correct me on this, guys, if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a nice local donut spot. So what they do is they actually make donut burgers there, and you can actually get 3 different kinds of donut burgers. And yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's just a burger with all the fixings that you could imagine. Different combinations of fixings, I should say. You can get I end up actually eating the bacon burger, so the bacon cheeseburger essentially, and but with a donut. And and they even do different flavored donuts. So some actually have like jelly donuts. I ended up going with the bacon burger because it just had like a nice glazed donut. I figured with the jelly it might be kind of too messy. I mean, granted, the burger I had was already very messy with the, where you're trying to pick it up and the glazed frosting gets all over your hands and stuff. But let me tell you, that burger was memorable. Am I going to eat that burger, anytime soon, like next week or tomorrow? No.
This is a truly, if that one. This is a once a year burger, if that. Like this
exactly.
This is not something that you eat on a regular basis.
They call that the artery clogger for a reason.
Yeah. And I will say I did try like a little sort of, Kyle did break me off a little section of it, so I could try, and it was very good. I know now why they are so well known for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the game itself, Brewster won the game 5-1. It was kind of funny. There was one particular moment where I had to chuckle, and I have to kind of poke a little fun of my friend over here to my right. So the game was going along like pretty quickly. And of course, Mr. Big Mouth over here has to open his mouth and know how quickly the game's going. Like literally, no sooner does it come out of his mouth that apparently there was some like rule debate or something like that, and literally we had like what felt like a 20-minute delay, so the umpires could figure out like this rule or something like that. We're all just standing there twiddling our thumbs. I just kind of look at Kyle, like, you really had to open your mouth and say something, right?
Well, I just claim things and I end up jinxing, and that's what happened. I jinxed the whole game.
But no, it was a really that was a funny moment. But it was like I said, overall it was a really fun game. And it was actually between the top two teams in the Cape Cod League. Yarmouth Dennis 1 and Brewster 2. So like it was definitely an intense battle. Like I said, Brewster ended up pulling that one out 5-1. Most of the runs were scored like late in the game too. It was a pretty big pitchers duel there for quite a while in that ball game. But yeah, anything else about the game or the experience that you want to touch on?
No, it was just a good time. Loved it.
And then if you thought we couldn't do anything more in a single day down the Cape, you would be dead wrong, because right from the game, we actually went over to the Cape Cod Mall and went bowling. We went bowling at the spot that we've gone to in the past. Really good bowling spot. Is it called 10 pins or something like that? Yeah, so
it's essentially kind of, I would say it's like the King's version. Yeah, you're right. It's called 10 Pins, and it's basically so I don't know if you guys know, there's like a kind of a small chain on the Cape called Ryan Family Amusements. So it's essentially their version of King's, if you will. So you can go there, and it's a cool spot because you can actually go there and grab a bite to eat, grab a drink, and they even have like a very kind of a small arcade area too.
You can even bring food. I mean, we saw the people like next to us that brought their pizza from their like to their bowling lane, were like eating it while they bowled. So you can eat and bowl at the same time, which is a pretty cool thing. But it was a fun time, and Kyle actually had a couple. We played 3 games. Kyle won 2 and I won 1. But regardless, we had some really close games. We actually made pretty good accounting for ourselves.
Yeah,
especially the last game where we both like bowled over 100, which
that was nuts. That
made
me our best game.
Yeah, I think at one point we had like 3 spares in a row, like between the two of us or something like that.
Yeah,
so, but it was fun. It was a good take, and like I said, bowling is always fun, but especially that place, just a very, very cool experience.
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was yeah. I feel like it's funny, that's been kind of our new spot to go for bowling, for that kind of thing. So if you guys,
they used to have that spot like sort of in Hyannis. I think didn't they? They used to have a spot in like downtown Hyannis that we would go to.
They did. Yeah, they had a spot, I think, next to this place called Palio's Pizza, something like that.
Yeah.
But I think it ended up closing. Right. I'm not sure, because that was also, I think, Ryan Family Amusement.
Yeah, it was.
But there's like so many of them on the Cape, so it's like I don't know if they either moved from there to the mall, or they just decided to like just scrap the one on Main Street and then just do their own thing at the mall. I don't know what their whole plan was, but yeah, it's a nice spot. So.
Yes, no, it was a good time as always. And then fast forward to Sunday, we had another great breakfast so we did a couple of typical places in terms of our meals for Sunday. Actually, I think all three of our meals on Sunday were places that we've been to on somewhat of a regular basis during these Cape trips, because for breakfast we went to, I know, a spot that Kyle and his family adore, which is Pen de Bignon.
It's okay. It's hard to pronounce. So it's called Pan d'Avignon.
Oh, I was close. I was pretty good.
No, you know what? That was pretty good for it.
I mean, that's what I thought I was going to do.
That's actually honestly, like, it's like generally really, especially if you don't speak French normally, it's kind of hard to pronounce, but it basically translates to.
I thought I was fluent in French.
It was
definitely not. Spanish I could do better, but French no.
Yeah, they're both pretty tricky languages in their own right.
Yes.
But so basically it's funny because Pain d'Avignon translates to essentially airport bread. It's basically bread of the airport. So because Avignon,
which is shockingly fitting for this place, because they are literally like right across the street pretty much from the Hyannis airport.
yeah. So it's like, okay, like they just kind of started there. There's actually, and the cool thing is, so I'll let you guys know, there is actually recently, I think within the past like year or two, they actually opened up. So if you guys don't want to go to Hyannis, if you're like, I don't feel like doing Hyannis this weekend, maybe I want to do Chatham, they have a Chatham location. Oh. So
another great town on the Cape. I've been there many times in my life, and absolutely loved Chatham.
So if you honestly want to get some of the best croissants you'll ever have in the United States,
they are really good.
Then you could do it either in Hyannis or Chatham.
I never used to get them like when we would go. Like I would always maybe do like the McDonald's down the street or something like that. But like I've started like getting them with Kyle like on these trips, and I'm sold. I'm a fan.
I turned to the French side.
Yes. And then for brunch, sort of our brunch part 2, on Sunday, we went to a place that we've been to, the last few trips or so, on a somewhat regular basis, and that's C Street Cafe, which is a very, very good brunch spot. Kind of like the Daily Paper is a very good, like, true brunch. Mm-hmm. Like it's just what you would think of when you think of like a true brunch spot, like Sunday brunch or weekend brunch spot. It really is.
100%.
It's so good. I think what I got there last year too, the smoked salmon Benedict, which so speaking of seafood and Benedicts, just chef's kiss. Mwah. But it was just so good as always. I mean, I just can't say enough good things about C Street.
Yeah, no, it's the thing I like about C Street. So they have a slightly different vibe from each other. The C Street and Daily Paper. Daily Paper is a much bigger spot, yes. And it has some outdoor seating. C Street is pretty much all indoor. The spot's a little smaller, but it's a nice quaint spot that's actually right, kind of like parallel to like essentially Main Street,
right,
if you will, and. It can be a little hard to get into at times. Because of the limited space.
We had to wait about a good maybe 20 minutes or so when we went down, which was not bad. It was not bad at all.
Yeah. No.
But definitely, depending on what time you go and what day, day of the week you go, it definitely can be a bit of a wait. So definitely just take that into account if you're going to go there. So
and the other thing, what I really love about there too is they both spots have very unique kind of breads that I really like. So the Daily Paper has it's actually a homemade, it's like a honey wheat bread that they make, and it's so freaking good. Oh my God. And then over at C Street, they actually will give you like baguettes as an option if you want. Like you can actually get like a nice slice, like a half slice of like a little baguette about this size as like your toast if you want it, and it's really good.
And they have both have good home fries as well. Like I know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Nicely seasoned.
Yeah.
Just so good. And like, And both places also have these great combos. This is one of the things I love about going to brunch spots like that, is that both spots actually have these incredible breakfast combos where, I don't know if you guys ever had this at any other brunch spots, like where it's like, they call it usually like the Hungry Man kind of breakfast, where they have like usually like a combination of like bacon, sometimes bacon and sausage, or just sausage, or along with like eggs, toast, and then you usually get like a little side of like either pancakes but here it's cool because most places just mainly kind of do pancakes, but this spot, like C Street, you can actually choose between pancakes or French toast, which is, to me, just completely fire. It's just complete fire. It's so good. And then actually, if you do it at Daily Paper, you can actually choose linguiça instead of like bacon or typical sausage. It's so they got like great kind of like ways to sort of customize the dishes that you want to have too. So I love that.
Yeah, no,
so I love that for both spots.
No, it was so good as always, and at both places the staff, like there's just very friendly, like just very friendly vibes in there. It was funny. I forgot to mention the Daily Paper. We had this lovely woman serving us who was just so nice, and at one point she kind of got into a conversation about something that I forget exactly what you guys were talking about, but it was just
because I've seen her before. Very, very nice lady.
Yeah.
What happened was I was taking a picture.
You were taking a picture of the ingredients to the crab cake. I think it was the crab cake sandwich.
Because so what happened was on the right was like the specials board. So I was I wasn't taking a picture. No, I think I was writing it down. I was writing it down.
You're making a note, yeah.
And she kind of makes eye contact, and she's like, "Are you writing down the ingredients for the crab cake sandwich?" And I'm like, yeah. And then she was like, "I literally do that all the time as well." So we were just kind of this conversation. Yeah. Like, it was just the funniest thing. We were both like laughing, and I was like,
places
it's really good.
Both places have incredibly friendly staffs and really make you feel right at home, which is awesome. So,
yes, 100%.
So then following our Sunday brunch endeavor, we went over to another mainstay, if you've watched our episodes in the past, and that was Steve and Sue's Party Freeze mini golf. One of the best mini golf spots that I've been to.
Yes, formerly known as Lightning Falls. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there because sometimes people may
have known it as a previous name. Absolutely, no.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is my honest opinion, is that is one of my favorite mini golf spots that I've ever been to. It's really it really is. It really is up there in terms of mini golf spots. And again, it was just a really fun time. It was just it's like one of those things where there's no pressure. You're just out there having fun. Playing mini golf, and you're sort of exploring all the fun little ins and outs of the holes that they have. They have this one hole where it's in a cave basically, and the water's sort of dripping out around you, and you sort of putt it into the hole, and even some of the water's got into the bottom of the hole, which is just kind of funny, and there's sort of little rivers and stuff all around the different holes. You have to be very careful to not hit it into the water, which I think I saw at least one person do, in one of the other groups that, while we were there. But yeah, I mean, it's just such a fun spot to go to.
Yeah, it's been a good vibe. Yeah, I agree. It is cool.
And it's very popular too. I mean, we had to sort of wait behind a couple groups, at various points. Throughout the course, but no, it's just such a fun spot, and they have ice cream and food stand right attached to it too. So you can go there, get some food, get some ice cream, play mini golf. It is cash only. I will warn you about that if you go, and make sure you bring cash with you. I think they do have an ATM on site as well, but it is cash only, so just be wary of that. But it requires a little bit of advanced planning there. But just a fun time. I mean, you and I had a nice, fun mini golf match. Nobody got a hole in one the 18th hole, unfortunately.
We tried. We tried to get
some hole in ones, but we were not able to be successful. But still, it was just a fun time. It was just a fun round of mini golf there.
Yeah, and the thing I like about it too is so when you're going through the courses too, so actually they do give you like little tidbits about like Cape history. So the places is very Cape themed. It's very like kind of like I would say shipyard meets like there's a lot of stuff like there's actual pieces of like docks and like ships that they actually put. Like there's one there's one course that just cracks me up, or one of the holes that just like basically it's literally like a giant boat just sticking out. It's like jutting out, literally just like over like where you're supposed to putt the golf ball, and it's just funny because like sometimes if you don't get it far enough and it gets like under the ship, you have to kind of like awkwardly position yourself. So you're like, okay, I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah. Don't you love like holes like that where you have to like it gets pinned in the corner? You kind of have to like either pull it out or like really wedge your club in there to try to hit the ball. And then there's one hole where like there's like literally like a water like hazard, so to speak, like right in the middle of the course. You have to like make right in the middle of like the hole, so you have to make sure you like putt around it so you don't get it.
Towards the end, yes.
So you don't get it into the water.
Yeah,
and there's like it's like water in the middle and then sand off to the sides. You have to like kind of like go straight through to avoid going into either the bunker or the what's it called, the water trap there. So it's kind of funny how their layout is, but just like I said, just a really fun take.
It's great.
Highly recommend. I guess it's Steve and Sue's in Barnstable, right? I think it's technically in Barnstable.
Barnstable. Well, the Barnstable, that's like the county. I would say like in Hyannis.
Well, because it's right down. Well, it's right down the street from Barnstable High School, so that's what made it was in Barnstable. So
it's essentially like it's kind of confusing how like Hyannis, Barnstable, and like because I think Barnstable is the county, Hyannis is like the area, but then there's Centerville. They're all kind of
Barnstable is a town too.
Oh, what is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Barnstable is a.
See, even I'm confused.
Barnstable is a functioning town too.
No, that's true.
No disrespect to Barnstable.
It's confusing because it's like when you're driving around that area. To me, it's like all one area. To me, it's
according to Google, is technically in Hyannis, but it's probably like right on like the Hyannis Barnstable. Like it's like right down the street was Barnstable High School. So
to me, like Centerville, Hyannis, Barnstable are like they're so close. They're like
one place. Yeah, let's be honest about that. Yeah, but
no, it's a great course. But I will say one last quick thing about Steve and Sue's.
Yeah.
My favorite hole is the one where you go behind the waterfall. I'm not even kidding. There's like an actual waterfall there, and you're thinking, oh, that's just part of the background. No. You actually get to go inside the waterfall. You get to go like literally like there's like a little stone, like it's like a cave, and they even make it look like a cave when you go in, and it's cool because you're like literally behind the waterfall and you can see it, and they even have a little window where you can look out, and it's badass. It's cool. So
you know the cave one is good when both Kyle and I mentioned during our reviews of that particular one, because I literally mentioned at the beginning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. He doesn't even listen to me. He does not listen. My own partner for however many years of doing this show, I'm now finding out does not actually listen to anything that I say on this.
What did you say?
That's okay. That's okay. Go back and watch some of the episodes of the Suge reviews or some of the segments of the Suge reviews, so it's kind of in the same boat there. But I brought up the cave at the beginning of the whole review.
Gotcha. Yep. No,
but yeah, no, it was a really fun take, and there were a couple more things that we did that we want to touch on. One is we actually went from mini golf over down the street to Barnstable High School, and we just walked around the outdoor track there around their football field. I know that sounds kind of like like why are you even bringing this up? It was a really just fun thing to go do. Yeah. Just first of all get a nice walk in. We walked several laps around, but they have a really nice field complex over there at Barnstable High, and a really nice outdoor track too, going around their football field. So it was a fun little excursion. That was a fun sort of excursion that we didn't even necessarily plan originally, but we just kind of so let's go do this as long as we're here. So yeah,
right. No, it was and it was a nice day to do it too. It was actually so when we did it, it was kind of overcast. but it was like a comfortable like temperature too.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't too hot. It was just it was actually like the perfect day to do something like that.
It was. The whole weekend was very good weather-wise. Like, we really
Yeah.
lucked out in terms of the weather for our trip.
Mm-hmm.
It was not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah,
Just
no,
was a
like,
nice
like-
vibe. Nice
yes.
Cape vibe weekend. And the last thing I wanted to bring up to sort of round out our trip was we went to a true mainstay of our Cape trips, and that is Craigville Pizza. It's right down the street actually from where Kyle lives over there. But yeah, we there haven't been many Cape trips where we have not had a meal at Craigville Pizza, and we sort of had it for our final dinner before we headed back north, so to speak. And it was just really good as always.
Oh yeah, they have great pizza. Like I
we kind of shared a meatball pizza. And it was really good. And I also tried their mozzarella sticks, which I don't think I had ever had, or hadn't had for a while at least there, and it was just so good.
They were damn good. Oh my god! I took a bite of one of them. I'm like, oh hell yeah!
Yeah, the mozzarella, the pizza was just another good vibe of restaurant. Like, everybody's just really nice in there. They have some like arcade games off to the side and stuff like that. I feel like they've had those forever.
Oh yeah. They got like Galaga and Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And I think they have like the Fast and the Furious arcade game. It's just like it's really fun.
So good, so good, and really glad that we were able to hit it up sort of before hitting the road back. But anything else? I know we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about this trip?
No, I'm just glad we didn't get caught in an apocalyptic rainstorm like we did a few years back.
Yeah.
So otherwise, yeah.
That will forever live in infamy for other reasons. But no, it was another great trip, and could not ask for more. So really enjoyed it. So that is going to wind down our Cape episode after we wound down at the Cape a few days ago. So listen, folks, really appreciate you guys joining us as always from the couch. Really appreciate our two sponsors, Zion Organizing, Wes Woodson. And listen, if you like this episode, leave us a like, subscribe, ring the bell. We're here on YouTube. Obviously, we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. But don't follow us in real life. Whatever you do, don't do that.
It's not a good look.
Really quick before we go, there was one other thing I wanted to just sort of bring up really quickly, which oddly enough we were discussing when we were down on the Cape. So obviously we are not. I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. We're not, firmly. We are not like ending the show, so to speak, but we are. I think we both have kind of decided that we want to sort of take a little bit of a step back, like in terms of the amount of content and stuff like that we put out going forward. We want to kind of like when we do episodes in the future, we want to kind of save it for like those really like special moments, like when we go to games and stuff like that, and stuff like that. Really the really important stuff, rather than trying to kind of like, you guys I'm sure get it. Like sometimes you get to the point where you feel like you're kind of like forcing episodes just for the sake of doing episodes and stuff like that, and that we don't want to do that. That's not what this show is about and stuff like that. So we're not leaving permanently, guys. Don't you worry about that. But we are going to be kind of like cutting back, I would say, is more like on the amount that we put out on this channel. We'll definitely, like I said, be checking in periodically, especially if we go to games or if we, future Cape trips.
Any trips, or even like if we want to do like our prediction episodes.
Like yearly
predictions,
and stuff like that. So but we're gonna kind of save our episodes for those truly like special occasions that are really worth chatting about with you guys. So that way we can like really bring what has been the best parts of this show to you guys without, like I said, trying trying to sort of force things on some, maybe in some other aspects of the show. And also, don't you worry, folks. The Robbie's football recaps, the weekly Robbie's football recaps are not going anywhere. Those will be starting back up in the fall, pretty much weekly during football season. So definitely keep a lookout for those. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I wanted to preface it by saying that this is not goodbye. I promise you guys that this is not goodbye by any means, but especially if you've watched us for a while or something like that, we just want to know that, you may not see us, you will not see us as much, but when you do see us, we will be bringing you guys, great, memorable moments and content, that is worth sort of truly taking the time to concoct an episode for. So, just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, like I said, folks, thank you as always for tuning in. I already brought up all the places where you can find us and stuff like that, so no need circling back for that. But, yeah, thanks for joining us. And as always, he's Kyle. I'm Robbie. Not the other way around. This is a couch. And we will see you the next time here on A Couch Talking Sports. Goodbye, everybody.
And really quick, I know I'm not doing a Sue's reviews this week, but just throwing it out there, check out the show The Hawk on Netflix with Will Ferrell.